morning and welcome to our final day of our morning yoga series, day 3. I hope you've enjoyed this series. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know if you would like me to do any more series or challenges just like this one. Today we're going to be started in seated, so if you would like to sit on a cushion or a block, you're welcome to do so. It's quite nice to prop your hips up if you're sitting cross-legged on a cushion, allowing your knees to drop down. If cross-legged is really not for you today, then you're welcome to come into Sukhasana, coming to sit on your knees and your heels, placing a cushion or block underneath you again. Or if this is really not comfy, then come into sitting on a chair and allow your shoulders to stack over your hips. So once you're ready in your comfortable seated position, tucking your chin in slightly, imagining a piece of string on top of your head, allowing your spine to grow nice and tall. Resting your palms on top of your knees, softly closing your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. See if you can deepen your breath, your inhales and your exhales, sending them deep down to your belly. We're not constricting the throat here, we're just taking soft, gentle breaths. In and out through the nose. Allow your breath to slow down. Make sure you're not holding tension in your hands, your palms are just softly relaxed on top of your knees. Shoulders are relaxing back and down. Feeling your belly move. We're not engaging our core, we're just allowing our belly to relax here. And you're not scrunching your eyes, they're just softly closed. I like keeping my eyes closed during this portion of our movement practice, but if you want to, you can gently flicker them open. We're going to take some neck stretches here. So allowing your right ear to drop to your right shoulder. And then bringing your right hand to the left side of your face. Both shoulders drop back and down. And then reaching your left hand out to the left side, finding that sweet spot for you. Remember, each pose looks different for all of us, so feel around, notice where it feels really good and then stick to that spot. Allowing both shoulders to release down, with every exhale releasing any tension. One more breath here. And then walking your right hand to the back of your head, allowing your chin to slightly tuck under. Send that breath to your belly. And then placing your right hand on the right side of your face, pushing your head back to center. Allowing your head to relax, recalibrate, and reset back in its neutral position before moving on to the next side. Noticing any sensations or differences before we even it out. And then when you're ready, dropping left ear to left shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch up the right side of our neck. And then bringing left hand to the right side of the face, reaching our right hand out to the right side, finding that sweet spot again, where it feels really good for you. No judgment or criticism. Remember, each side is different, so this side might feel a lot easier or maybe more challenging than the other side. But we come into each pose with no expectation. Just bringing our awareness back to our breath. And then beginning to walk your left hand to the back of your head, dropping your chin in. Staying here for one more breath. And then placing left hand on left side of the face, pushing your head all the way back to center, releasing right hand. Hands come on shoulders, we're moving our elbows in really big circles, getting into the mobility of our shoulders, feeling ready to awaken for the day ahead, and then swapping direction of the circles. Make them as big as you possibly can, going nice and slowly, moving mindfully here. And then release your hands all the way down. Change the crossing of your legs if you're cross-legged, releasing hands back down to your knees. Chin is going to go up to the sky. Your head is slightly dropping back, but we're focusing on the chin, lifting up as high as you possibly can. Breathing into the belly, we're feeling a nice throat stretch here. Take one more breath Exhale, bring head back to center. Left hand comes down to left side. Maybe you're walking those left fingertips further away and forearm comes down. But we're trying to keep our hips grounded here. So it doesn't matter how far that left hand comes down, as long as both hip bones are down to the ground. Inhale, reach right arm up to the sky, reach all the way over to the left side. And now we're opening our chest, looking underneath that right armpit here. Pinky finger is facing down, thumb up to the sky. Breathe into the right side of your body. For one more breath, you've got this. Exhale, right hand comes down, left hand comes up and over, swapping sides. Pinky finger down again, thumb up to the sky. Open that chest even more. Imagine feeling that sun on your skin, waking up in the morning. You're doing amazing, you're getting ready for the day ahead. Exhale, left hand comes down. Roll your shoulders in one direction and then roll them in the other direction. Bringing soles of the feet together just slightly in front of you. Knees are coming out to the side. We're in our butterfly position. Maybe we're staying upright this morning with a nice tall spine. Maybe you're walking your hands forwards, coming into a forward fold. In this forward fold, you've got a couple of options. Your hands, your forearms could rest on your knees, or you could interlace your fingers, placing them underneath the backs of your feet. Ending into your arms, allowing your chest to melt down. Your gaze, also known as your drishti in yoga, is looking towards the tops of your toes. Maybe with every exhale, you're folding a tiny bit more. Again, feeling into any sensations in your body. Honouring how you feel. If something feels uncomfortable or not quite right, then coming straight out. There's no pressure to look a certain way or be a certain way. This is your practice. And I'm really here to guide you this morning. Take one more breath here. Inhaling, walking your hands all the way back up, extending your legs in front of you, just shaking your legs out a little bit, rolling them side to side. Beautiful. Coming straight into our tabletop position now, we're going to add a bit more dynamic movement. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Tucking toes under, hovering your knees off the floor, just for a little bit, maybe just an inch off the floor. Keep pressing into your hands, rounding your shoulders. Exhale, release your knees to the ground. Walk your hands forward and coming into our puppy pose. So what I want you to do is keep your knees directly underneath your hips, but your hands are walking forwards. Chest is coming down towards the ground. This is a really big shoulder opener here. Maybe your forehead is coming down to the ground, maybe your chin, maybe your chest. Keep pressing into your palms, keep those hips over those knees, breathing here. For 3, for 2, and then from our puppy pose, we're going to shift our hips forwards, coming to line our front. Bend into your elbows, forearms are down to the ground. Press into the fronts of your feet as much as you can, but our knees are now lifting off the floor. We're not collapsing in our shoulders here. Our elbows are directly under our shoulders. We're pressing into our forearms, lifting our chest forwards, pressing into our palms. We're in our Sphinx pose here. Our glutes are strong, pressing our hips into the ground, the fronts of our feet. Knees are lifting. Maybe give yourself a little smile. You've got this. This pose looks easy, but we're actually doing a lot here. Keep pressing into those palms for 3. Breathe into that belly for 2. And for 1, release your chest all the way down to the ground. We're going to open our arms out to the side in a T-shape, especially if you've got the room. If you haven't got the room, you can bend your elbows into a cactus shape, but it is a little bit more challenging. When you're ready, we're going to roll all the way onto our left side, keeping that left palm on the ground. Now, instead of keeping my legs stacked, I like bringing my right foot just slightly behind me and bringing my head to rest down on the ground. If my head is really far away, placing a cushion underneath my head. I like keeping my right hand on the ground here just for a bit of extra support. Keep breathing into that belly, enjoying that shoulder opener. You've got this. On your next exhale, coming to lie back on your front, reaching your right arm out to the right side, rolling onto your right side, stacking your legs, maybe reaching that left foot behind you, head relaxes back down. Check in back with your breath, check into any sensations that you're feeling. Last breath here. Exhale, rolling back onto your front. Now you're welcome to keep your knees down, but if you're feeling really challenging, You want to challenge this morning, you're feeling energized. Keep those elbows tucked in, hands come underneath your shoulders, tuck those toes. Maybe knees are staying down, maybe knees are lifting, press those heels away. When you're ready, exhale, push yourself all the way up to plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Hips come up to the sky, maybe you're walking those feet in slightly. Hands about shoulder width apart, index fingers about parallel. Bend into those knees. We're not locking out our legs here, but we're trying to find length in the spine. So rather than rounding our back and having our legs straight, we're bending into our knees, bringing our chest back towards our thighs. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bring your knees all the way down, coming into our tabletop position. Cross your legs behind you. Come back to seated. We're not finished just yet. Extend your legs in front of you. So we're lifting our feet, if we can, all the way off the floor. Keep your hands down to begin with. If that's too much, bring those toes down. If not, try to keep those toes in line with your knees. Reach your hands forwards, palms facing each other, and we're trying to imagine that knees and chest are trying to touch here. Breathe into that belly. We're holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your back, coming into our sweet Shavasana. We're going to do our pranayama, which is our breath work in our practice today, and we're going to be doing a 3-part breathing exercise. So as we inhale, we're going to imagine the inhale begins in our belly, inflating our belly, then it comes into our rib cage, inflating our rib cage, and then the final part is in our chest. We're imagining it completely opening our chest. On the exhale, we're going to, well, first of all, we hold it at the top, then when we exhale, we're imagining it leaving our chest first, then our ribs, and then our belly. So this is a really mindful breathing exercise. I really urge you to give it a go. If you want to skip it out, then you're welcome to do so. Or if you want to have a different rhythm speed, then you're also welcome to do so. So if you're joining me, let's start together. So inhale into belly, ribs, and chest. Hold at the top. Exhale from chest, ribs, belly. Inhale from belly, ribs, chest. Exhale from chest, ribs, belly. One more time. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale from chest, ribs, belly. Allow your breathing to settle back to its normal pace. And here we can really activate our deep belly breath. So normally if we're feeling quite anxious or stressed, we might have quite a shallow breath and we don't even realise it. We're not using our full lung capacity. But when we slow down and deepen our breath, we're telling our body that it's okay, that we can rest and digest, meaning we can activate our nervous system. It really allows our body to slow down, releasing any tension, especially in our deep tissue muscles. It tells our brain that we're okay, and it just releases any stress. So let's do that one more time together before finishing. So when you're ready, completely exhale. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. 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 Last one. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly, and release. Check in with your body for the last time in this practice. Noticing how you're feeling now to how you felt at the beginning of the practice. Maybe you feel calm and ready to take on the day. Maybe you feel full of energy. If you want to set an intention for the rest of your day, you're welcome to do so. I like to start with my intentions with I am. For example, I am strong, I am energetic. I can face whatever challenges I come across. So think of something that resonates with you, and then repeating it in your head a couple of times. Taking one last breath in the Shavasana pose. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Rolling onto your side, pushing yourself up to seated. Bringing your hands to prayer, bowing to one another. Thank you for joining me in this practice, and I hope you've enjoyed this morning series. I hope to see you again soon, and I hope you have a lovely rest of the day.